Crocheters, thank you for coming back to for the second part of our baby's dress. Now to continue working the skirt part, we're going to chain 5, and to that same space you want to do a double crochet and chain 2. Now into the previous single crochet that we did, do a double crochet, chain 2, and into that next single crochet do a. Now we have the part 1 of this dress on the channel, so just go, and when you get here you just come back for this part, okay, and chain 2. Now we're going to do another increase, okay, that's 1 2, and into that third space you're going to do an increase, chain 2. I'll show you again. Do 1 double crochet, chain 2, do an increase here, make an increase. So after 2 squares of double crochet, in the third space you make an increase, okay. So an increase is 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 double crochet into the same space. So you just repeat the same pattern all through this round, and I'll meet you at the end, okay. So you do 2 squares and an increase, 2 squares and an increase, okay, that's it. 1 2 increase, 1 2 increase. So continue and I'll meet you. And once we get to the end here, since we chain 5 to begin our row, so count 1 2 3. On that third chain, do a slip stitch. Now chain 5 stands for 1 double crochet and chain 2. Now to begin the next row, chain 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Now we are not going to increase here. On the next, on that double crochet, do 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 2, and go to the next double crochet, do 1. So we're just creating squares, and you can see I've put my markers on the sides of my dress. So on both sides, that's where I'm going to do my increase for this second row, okay. I don't want it to be too much, so when you get here I'll meet you there. Now once you get to the side of your dress, make an increase. An increase, as I said earlier, is 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, chain 1 and chain 2, and another double crochet into the same space, chain 2, and from here you just continue doing squares, only squares, and 1 double crochet, no more increase until you get to the other side of your dress. You can see where I've already put my stitch marker, so I'll exhort you to do same. Put your stitch markers on the both sides. Now to begin the next row, we're going to do an increase in front, just here, and in the same space in front. You see, just put your stitch marker exactly. We are going to do an increase here, and exactly the same space in front of our dress we're going to do an increase there, okay. So chain 5, and in the same space make another double crochet. Remember what we said earlier, the chain 5 stands for 1 double crochet and chain 2. So chain 2 and into the next, make a double crochet, and now this is the only thing you're going to be doing, just double crochet, chain 2. Once we get here, you want to do the same exact thing that we did earlier. So a double crochet increase, that is 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 2, and in the same space make another double crochet and chain 2, and you just continue doing single square, and from here no more increases, okay. I prefer to end my increases here. So chain 5, and on that next, you see where we did the increase, on that next double crochet, yes, do a double crochet, chain 2, on the next double crochet, do a double crochet. So no more increases as from here, and we're going to chain 5 still, and we're just going to repeat the same thing. So the next, on that next double crochet, do 1 double crochet, chain 2. On the next, do 1 double crochet. And now this is the only thing we're going to be doing over and over till we have our required length. Okay, now here we are. We did the total of 19 squares altogether, and I went ahead to put my stitch markers. But now this is the instruction. Now I have, if you can look well, I have 6 stitch markers. I put my first stitch marker, you remember the single crochet chain 2 space, I put my first stitch marker there, and I skip 1 square, I put a stitch marker. So you have to skip 1 square and put the next stitch marker. I'll be doing a total of 6 layers. So you want to move your stitch marker, and we're going to begin the first layer. Remember, put your first layer into the single crochet chain 2 space. Okay, now to begin, you're going to chain 4, and into the same space you work another double crochet. Now in this first row of our baby layer, we're going to work in a V-stitch. A V-stitch is 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Now you go to the next chain 2 space, that space there, and you do 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet. Okay, now I have a tutorial on my channel on how to work a V-stitch. I have a dress on a V-stitch, a baby gown on V-stitch. You want to go there and get more details on how to work a V-stitch. And that's just something you're going to be doing all over this row. 1 double crochet, chain 1, go to the next chain 2 space, do the same thing, 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet into the same chain 2 space. So we want to repeat all this around, and we're going to meet. Once you're here, remember the chain 4 we did to begin our row. So count 1 2 3, and to that 3rd chain you want to slip stitch to join both ends. Now to begin the next row, slip stitch into that chain 1 space and chain 1 and do a double crochet. Now here we're going to work on what we call the shell stitch, that is 2 double crochet and chain 1 and 2 more double crochet. And you go to the next chain 1 space, you do 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 more double crochet, all into the same space. Now I have a tutorial on my channel for beginners how to do a baby dress in the shell stitch. I have a detailed tutorial on this, so you want to go there and learn more on how to do a shell stitch. So continue working and I'll meet you. Well, once you're here at the end of the work, your work should look like this. Now to join both ends, you want to slip stitch on that first double crochet that we made, slip stitch and chain 3, and here we're going to work in between a double crochet. So do 1 double crochet in between the double crochet, and into the chain 1 space do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and in between the double crochets do 1 double crochet, and in between that space do 1 double crochet, in between the double crochet do 1 double crochet, into the chain 1 space do 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, into the double crochets do 1 double crochet, and in between that space you just continue and repeat this same pattern. Okay, do 1 double crochet, I'll show you again, and to that chain 1 space make 2 double crochet, 1. You can see our layer is really, our dress is really curving. It's beautiful, right? Do 1 and 1. Yeah, that's how your work should look like. Okay, continue working. Now meet you here. Once you get here, you do 1 double crochet into that space and voila, you want to join both ends with a slip stitch on that chain 3. That will be to begin our work. And yeah, our first layer is done. Now you want to cut your yarn, fasten off your yarn, and I want to show you how you want to you sew in your ends to make your ends really well prepared. I mean, like secured, and just observe them. And once it's well secured, you want to fasten off your yarn. And wow, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you can see how it's beautiful, like seriously. Wow. Now to do the second layer, you want to skip that next square space, as I said, and where we put our, yes, just remove it like that. Don't forget please to put your stitch marker. It will make the work easier for you. Now from here it's just a repeat of the same thing that we did in row number 1. So I will just allow you work. I'll just tell you what to do and you do it by your own. Chain 4 and 1 double crochet. Go to the next chain 2 space, make a V stitch, that is 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Go to the next chain 2 space, make 1 double crochet, chain 1 and 1 double crochet. And this is the only thing you're going to be doing until you have your 6 layers completed. When you finish row number 1, you go to row number 2, you make a shell stitch. Row number 3, you work the double crochets as I showed you earlier. Okay, just continue working and I'll meet you at the end of your dress. Here we've completed our layers. Now I want to work on the arms. Now insert your hook on the last stitch, connect your yarn together, bring that tail in front and chain 1. Now go to the next stitch, do a single crochet, to the next stitch, do a half double crochet, and now we're going to work in the front loop and the back loop. The front loop is the loop looking at you and the back loop is the one behind. Now insert your hook in that front loop first, yes, and do a double crochet. Now next insert your hook on that back loop just here and do a double crochet. And next insert your hook on the back loop, yes, make a double crochet, insert your hook on the front loop just like this, make a double crochet, insert your hook on the front loop. So it's just a repeat of front loop, back loop. So make sure if when you end here on the back loop, begin the next row on the back loop, okay? And when you end in the front loop, begin that row in the front loop, okay? So work until you have 3 stitches left. When you have 3 stitches left, we're going to do a half double crochet. So yarn over and work a half double crochet, pull off 3 into the next, do a single crochet, and into the last do a slip stitch. And here we are done with our first sleeve. So chain 1 and fasten off your yarn. On my channel I have a tutorial on how to do a half double crochet for beginners, and this is the same exact thing that you're going to do on the other side of our sleeve, okay? So we are just going to repeat this until our sleeves are completed. And here we are going to give some definition on our neckline. In each of that chain 1 space, do 2 single crochet, that's 1 and 2, go to the next and do 1 and 2 and go to the next chain 1 space. This is the only thing you're going to be doing all around, okay? Do 2 single crochet in each chain 1 space. Do all around, and once that is done, your work should look like this. Fantastic. I'm going to add some flower decorations to my dress. I have a detailed tutorial on my channel how to make this particular flower. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Stay tuned for the next tutorial. I have a beautiful dress coming up. See you soon. Stay blessed. Take care. Shalom.